Speaking of optics, you were sending me some clips about it, Kyle, and then I followed up and learned a little more. Did you see that Twitch communist shocking his dog and everybody getting mad? And then just lied. Caleb, did you see this? That like
Hasan?
That big commie streamer shocked his dog, and then for like getting out of the bed, and apparently like I don't watch this guy, but I saw people being like, wait, so this guy has his dog behind him on that bed for 6 to 8 hours straight every day while he streams. And they're like, yeah. And it's like, no one's brought this up before. Like, that's not what dogs want to be doing. And the dog stepped off. He like reached in front of his desk, hit a button on something. And then the dog went like, arr, and jumped up. And then his excuse later was like, oh, the dog scratched his paw on the bed. And it's like, yeah, don't think so, because if my dog yelped out in pain randomly, I'd be like, you good? Like, you okay, buddy? Like, I'd want to make sure he's okay. He expected the dog to yelp because he shocked it. And then I saw the clip of him the next day taking, or maybe a couple days later, where he had just taken the prongs out of the shock collar and put a piece of electrical tape on it. And he'd been like, this is a vibration collar only. And immediately the whole internet was like, no, it's not. Here's a link to the exact one you have. The prongs are removable, and that's a piece of electric tape. And also, there's no hair in the electric tape. That tells me you just put it on earlier before the shot. The dog couldn't have worn this without getting hair. And I'm like, wow, you have a lot of autistic enemies, and they're coming for you for this dog shit. Yeah. And then
watching them break down an Amazon image of an actual vibrate collar versus his screen grabs and go like frame by frame like the Zapruder film was hilarious. Yeah, it's clear that he zaps the dog. He's just admitted, like, yeah, this is how I train my dog. I zap her. And I tell you what, you donate, I won't zap her. You should make it do it that way. I know that one Twitch streamer had like a thing where you donate and it feeds a cow. Like the cow's waiting there, like nudging the feeder, and you donate and feed spills out. The cow eats the food and he's happy. Well, that's opposite here. We hold what's that dog's name? Kaya. We hold Kaya hostage. You know, she's getting a zap every 10 minutes if we don't meet our goals.
Seems like Kaya is hostage. We need to liberate Kaya from that bed where she has to lay for 6 to 8 hours a day. Can you imagine like being a dog and you're like, this is my
she gets to lie around in bed for 8 hours a day.
They don't want to lay in bed for 8 hours.
Oh, they love laying in bed for hours on end.
The dogs love to move around.
They want to be hanging out. I've got 10 dogs. I love dogs.
Would you shock any of them for not sitting still?
I don't make any of them listen. After about 4, I was like, I don't give a fuck about any of this stuff. Sometimes I lay down and I let them all attack me and shower me in love and stuff, and it's amazing, and it makes life way better.
That is sweet. Dogs are great.
Yeah.
Which is why I wouldn't use one like a prop to sit behind me for 8 hours at a clip.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Yeah, I think I have dogs, and I use my dog Frankie sometimes as a prop. I have like a little bed right here. But she doesn't like it very much, and she just leaves. And I don't say, Frankie, stay in this bed, you fuck, or whatever. She goes and lays over there or climbs up there and just kind of does whatever she wants, because she's a dog, and there's nothing that I can do to control her. Not that I would want to anyways. I just want to see her happy.
That's well known. There's nothing to be done to control dogs.
There's nothing to be done.
Yeah, they're untrainable.
That's what makes
like
them
zebras.
awesome.
I saw there were a bunch of other clips surfacing of like, this guy's like hasn't been chill with dogs for a while. I guess his old dog was like a pit bull, and it showed him like yanking the dog's tail to like pull it back towards him instead of like grabbing a leash or just grabbing the dog somewhere else. He's yanked it by the tail, which isn't very good for dogs. If you're retarded out there and you've never been around a dog, you're not supposed to yank the tail. Oh, see, Trump is liberating. Trump is liberating Kaya.
Is that real?
From this dastardly communist.
Dastardly communist.
Fucking dastardly, dude.
Yeah, I saw a clip of I saw a video of what kind of dog is that? Is that
This is a Great Dane.
Great Dane?
It is about 7 weeks old. We just got her, and her name is Joan of Bark.
Oh, that's pretty good.
We picked her out when she was like 2 weeks old. We've been waiting for her. Aww. She's so sweet.
She's got that soft, velvety puppy fur.
Mm-hmm.
That little puppy skin.
Is that a shock collar?
Obviously, there was a 2-for-1 already.
Yeah, but the ones for bulls were cheaper, so I just got that. No, that's an adorable dog, Woody. Hoping,
Yeah, that is a cute dog.
Wishing you many happy years with little Joan.
Those creatures.
Yeah,
I love dogs.
I don't know how you could. I don't know how you could dislike dogs.
I know it's kind of. I used to be a cat guy, a big time cat guy when I was a youngster.
What is that? What? He double dogged.
They doubled up on us.
He double dogged. What is this?
They had another one. This is Indiana Bones.
Shit. I come in. That's Indiana Bones? Is that Earlier, you were probably like, yeah, I might have thought of that. Oh, that's great. You got double dogs. Yeah, and their brother and sister.
Yeah,
great
twins, I guess.
Great Danes are like kids. It seems like we're like, you're not going to be able to hold them like that for like even a year from now. They just get enormous. Actually, faster than kids.
If she comes with a third dog, I'm going to have a problem with it.
This is where it stops. There's only 2.
I think that's
both very good dogs.
Well, that's awesome for you. I'm happy for you guys. Those are sweet, sweet puppies. Is that like your plan post show tonight? Hot pretzel, play with the dogs.
Oh, yeah, probably.
That would be my plan.
We don't leave them alone at all. They're pretty much getting snuggled 24 hours a day at this point. I look forward to cutting down on that, but
how big are the parents? Are they gargantuan dogs?
They were big. Do you know how much the parents weighed?
130, 140.
130 and 140, wow. I guess.
Fuck.
Yeah. Wow. That's what I wrestled at 140 in 8th grade.
Do you want to take them one at a time?
Nah, I'll take it.
You can do it? Okay.
Look at those puppers.
This is very sweet.
Yeah. So we just call them Joni and Indy, but their full names are Indiana Bones and Jonah Bark.
I've had enough people who are like career dog people, like train lots of them, whatnot. They've told me that ending the dog's name, like whatever the most commonly used name is, so if like Indy, like Indiana would be Indy, is to end it with a Y sound, because like for some reason that resonates more with them. It's like natural. They pick up on it.
That was in my head when we shortened them, because you had mentioned it, I think, on the show a few weeks ago. Like, yeah, Indy, Joni. I don't know that they'll be able to tell their names apart because it's the Y on the end, but yeah, so we got there. We went to pick up Joni, and they said they had one more dog that wasn't spoken for. And I was kind of just planning on getting one dog. And then I'm like, is it a boy? And they're like, it is a boy. I was like, let's see him. And he kind of sold himself. So we brought 2 home. It wasn't planned.
I love dogs.
That's great. His little bug eyes. It's great. Love that fucking dog. That's why with this Hasan thing, I'm like, I could never zap little Murphy.
Yeah, little dogs. It's like, how could you even? It just doesn't make any sense.
I wouldn't zap my big dog, and he's just so innocent and lovable, and like he doesn't deserve to be zapped. And keeping him on that pedestal all day as his prop is
the part that's hard with me. Like when I first heard it and I wasn't fully informed, I was like, is zapping really so different than what Caesar, the dog whisperer, does? Like, he tugs on their ears and they yelp sometimes, and he says that's the same kind of correction that a mother does to a puppy when it, like, they do I think there's a term for bite training, but to bite suppression or whatever they call it, they sort of nip on their ears or something and say, hey, no, people don't like that. And he's using a zapping collar, and I was like, all right, I don't love it or anything, but like, I don't know, is it so terrible compared to like pulling the ears? The idea of keeping him pinned on the bed and not just being a dog, not letting him live a dog's happy life, that's the like darn near solitary confinement, constant punishment that doesn't sit right with me. I
had the exact same.
That's what it seems like, punishment.
To the dog, that is punishment.
The dog lives in timeout.
Yeah. And it's like, it knows it's going to get shocked if it like puts one paw out of line. And it's like, I know lots of people use shock collars for dogs, but usually when I think of like shock collars being used, it's for something like serious, like you have a dog that's about to run into the road or something, or you have a dog that's
Like
about
an
to get
electric
in
fence.
it's about to get into a fight or something. Not like, you stay right the fuck there. I had these collars that had a shock and a beep and a vibrate setting, and it even said there on the like guide when I bought them off Amazon years ago, it was like, just start with the beep or the vibrate, and most people find that scares the dog enough you never actually have to use the shock. Because there were times like when my fence wasn't up yet and the dogs were in the backyard and I could see them starting to like do that little like dog wind up where I'm like, this little fucker's about to sprint into the street and then run down the road and he's going to get hit, and then you just hit him with either the vibrate or this like beep, just like this loud electric beep, and they sprint back to you. Because to them, there was just a shockingly loud beep, and they're like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like they hightail it right back to you, and that's all.
The vibrate works. I have a bark collar that I should put on Murphy that vibrates when he barks too loud, and he immediately learns. Like it only has to vibrate once, and he's just like, "Ah, shit." Barking's my whole thing.
And also, like, apparently, the kind of dog Hasan has is like a very active breed. Like something that wants to be running around all the time, wants to be moving and active. And so that like, it's not okay to do that to any dog, obviously, but it makes it even worse doing that to like a border collie tier dog that just wants to zoot and go than it is to do it to like a, what are they called? Cavalier.
They just want to lay down all the time.
Yeah, I guess they want to lay down. Cavalier, King Charles, they just want to lay down all the time. But even then, like, just like even lazy dogs, just look at them. They're standing up and moving constantly. Like they always want to be milling about and moving. They're animals. Like I like to do that. I can't talk on the phone unless I'm like milling about and moving. Like I would hate being beeped or shocked if I got out of my chair.
Yeah.
So 2 thumbs down to that guy. Not a fan. It seems like he's really getting a lot of guff online.
He's getting a ton of guff. Dude, he's had some takes, like basically pro-terrorist takes that haven't gotten him as much heat as this dog thing.
Isn't that crazy?
I've made up this fiction in my mind. I don't know how accurate it is, but like, is he from a culture that just is more abusive towards dogs? Because he acts like everybody's wrong but him.
He's
Turkish. What'd you say?
Turkish?
Turkish? I don't know. I don't know how Turkish people treat their dogs, but he's like, none of you guys know anything about dog training. None of you guys know anything about discipline. This is how it, like, he thinks he's right. And I'm like, shit, is that just how they do it in his family? I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of places on earth, like just culturally, are not as cool with dogs as we are in like the I guess peak richest Western countries.
Over time, how violent you should be with your children has changed, right? You know, there was a spare the rod, spoil the child type vibe that would be generally accepted in America 50 years ago, and now hitting your kid is, you know, call Child Protective Services. What is going on here? This is
these
insane.
kids need more hitting. If I'm being honest, I this current generation needs some beatings. You know, it just spilled milk, but it's the 3rd time. You're getting one. You're getting one.
If I were born 20 years later, I'd have been getting away with murder.
I needed those beatings.
Having
those
no
beatings,
fear.
I got my ass
hit. Yeah. And look at all of us.
I found it endearing. I enjoyed it.
You like getting beat?
Yeah, I did. It was like a challenge almost. Like that didn't hurt, and then I'd run away or something.
I told my mom it didn't hurt once. Regret.
Yeah,
shouldn't have said that because Dad plays for keeps.
Yeah, I got my dad never beat my ass.
My dad came into that bedroom that night, like he like jumped up to touch the title sign, leaving like the Game 7 hallway. Woo, woo! Came in. What's that belt?
Did he use a belt? Is that part real?
Yeah. Belt part
I imagine him like LeBron
scary.
with the talcum powder on his hands. Like, woo!
Like he's marching back and forth saying, "This is what we play for," and I'm like, it's shaking. I'm like Hasan's dog.